So we got little boy, we got medium boy, and we got big boy. Oh, my inventory needs to be managed. Oh, hey, all right. I forgot that I got that last time. Let's go. Hey, there's another one. I forgot I got both. Randy's throwing knife almost got that one too, all at the same time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here. Hold on, do that again. Your host here on this Destiny 2 video. I really love this emote. It's a real good one. But today, we're gonna be showing you where the Xur is, if his inventory, all the random rolls, and my recommendations, all that whatnot that is involved with the Xur. So first and foremost, he can be found on the EDZ in his regular location. All you have to do is head over to the Winding Cove, make your way on top of this mountain here, and this is gonna be his regular location on Earth. This is a high overview of everything that he does have available in case this is all you cared about. Starting up with the weapon today, we have the Colony. Its main perk, Insectoid Robot Grenades. Basically, whenever you shoot your grenade launcher shot, it grows legs once it hits the ground, runs at any close by enemy up walls on ceilings, and then explodes when they're close to them. And on top of that, also serve the Colony as basically autoloader, automatically reloading from reserves when it's in your pocket. Both very good perks, but this is a very good weapon for PvP, to be honest. Definitely in my top 10 for heavy weapons in PvP. I actually made a video on that literally last weekend, and it is in my top 10. It's a very fun, very unique weapon. One of the most unique weapons Bungie's ever made. However, it is something that people do know, so people generally know how to avoid it. It does have a catalyst, I think, that came from the Crucible, and can be completed anywhere, and then finally it has a bunch of different ornaments. I personally like the white one the best. The black and red is also really nice. And then finally, PvE, it's useless. Don't use it in PvE. Up next for the Hunter exotic, we have the Raiden Flux. A chest armor that gives your arc staff basically better damage and longer duration. Quick successive attacks with your arc staff increase its damage output and duration. This actually used to be more powerful, but they have actually taken a bit of the damage you get from Raiden Flux out of Raiden Flux and put it just directly into arc staff. So it still lasts like 27 hits before it runs out. Still one of the longest lasting supers in the game, and one of the highest damage outputs as well, just because it just kills all the ads for a really long time. To be honest with you, this is definitely, I think, in my top 3 for Hunter exotics, maybe at like number 2 or 3. It is a very good exotic for PvE. It is a, you know, above average exotic for PvP, and in general, it's just one of those things you should definitely have if you don't have one. As far as the role goes, primary and intellect is always nice to have, and a perfect synergy with this exotic. Secondary and resilience is another perfect synergy for this exotic, so definitely a very above average, if not perfect role for one of the best exotics in the entire game. Up next for the Titan exotic, we have Mask of the Quiet One. I like to think of this one as a kind of poor man's one-eyed mask, because it grants ability energy when you're damaged, and when you're critically wounded, regain maximum health on kills. So when you're very low health, you get more ability regeneration, and also you get the ability to bring your health back up to maximum. But from my experience, it's just kind of insurance. It's not like the full effect of being able to see through walls and being able to heal and being able to get a damage bonus that one-eyed mask has, so it's just inferior in a lot of ways. But hey, if you don't have a one-eyed mask, it still functions the way it should function, and also has an ornament. It makes it look a little bit more like the goblin that it used to be without the little chainmail in front of it. As far as the role goes, primary and strength, I think is a synergy with, you know, being damaged, meaning that you're close range with enemies. A secondary and recovery is definitely a good synergy with this exotic. So I would say a good synergy for this exotic for kind of averaging, maybe above average exotic. Up next, let's talk about the warlock exotic. We have the Crown of Tempests, one of my favorite exotics in the entire game. Its main perk, Conduction Tines, by the way, which are stackable. Arc ability kills increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities and extend the duration of your storm trance. So as you're getting your melee, special melee kills, your grenade kills, and your super kills, you get a buff on the bottom left that'll say Conduction Tines up to 3 or 5 stacks, I forget exactly how many, and you'll get bonuses to recharge your abilities. So you use your melee attack and it starts charging your melee attack. You use your grenade, it starts charging your grenade, and you get a bunch of those tines, pop your super, and it's a longer super, and then the super obviously gives you conduction tines, which in turn gives you your abilities once you get out of your super. It's just a very good exotic, definitely in my top 3 for warlock exotics. I think I had it at number 1, to be honest with you, for a very long time. So it's a very, very good exotic that does have an ornament that makes it look a little bit more like an Ice King crown kind of thing. And then finally, the rolls on this particular exotic, keep spinning, go ahead. Primary and mobility, not that great. Secondary intellect is good. However, I would like to see a primary in discipline, secondary in strength, and a tertiary in intellect. That seems to me to be the best synergy for this exotic, and also just a great role regardless. So I would say perhaps an averaging roll for a very above average exotic. Outside of that, make sure you're picking up your 5 of swords for a high scoring nightfall so you can choose what modifiers you have on the regular nightfalls. Make sure you're picking up your invitation of the 9 if you want to get some powerful gear and special lore. And finally, the exotic engram, guaranteeing you an exotic that you do not have from any of the world drops. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Oh man, this feels bad, man. I heard about the patch and the twab. I'm so sorry, my man, but use it while you still can. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, any concerns, tips, tricks. If you like the smell of apricots, let me know in the comments down below. But that's it. My name is Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one. I did not know I could climb this tree. Yeah.